I franchised a Waffle House at my release tonight. How sick is that? What did you mean by that?
Man, I had a for the album release party. Everybody came out and showed love and celebrated with me, but you know, my team know I love Waffle House and I love eating Waffle House food like any time of the day, not just late night. So they got me a Waffle House truck and brought it to the listening. It was right outside of the venue that we had the celebration for the album release party at. So
It was a surprise for you?
It was a surprise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, it wasn't so much of a surprise because I knew about it before, but it was supposed to be a surprise.
Now, a Waffle House truck? I've never seen that.
Man, I never saw that ever in life. I never saw that.
That's a real thing they do, or was that customized just for your
I think
release?
that's like a real thing they do. It was like a real Waffle House truck. The only thing about it, it had a limited menu. So that was the only crazy thing about it.
So what was the menu like? What could somebody order from the truck?
Get like a burger or something, like a single or double burger, eggs and bacon. They didn't even have grits.
I see.
Nah, it was dope. It was creative. Just even if I didn't even order food, it was just dope to even have that there, just for, you know.
Now, something interesting that I noticed you did gearing up for the release of the project, Return of the Cool. Yeah. You did silent listening.
Yeah, shout out to my home.
Or is it a party or?
It's like a party, like a gathering, like a, you know, a
Explain
come together.
what that is.
So the silent listening party, shout out to Amir who came and the crew who came with the idea. So we just went all over the country. The silent listening parties are, you know, we just give everybody headphones and they listen to the music without interaction. You know, the only interaction is, if any, is, you know, smiling and like, you know, the reactions to the music. But, you know, long ago early on, I won't say long ago, I just got here, but early on when we would do listening parties, it would just be people coming for the food and the music and just to see other people and tuning out the music and not listening to the music. And, you know, with this, it was people, I saw an extreme difference in, you know, dialogue when people would come to me and say, yo, I heard this line was crazy. And before these silent listening parties, people wasn't doing that. They were just saying, oh, the music good, so you don't even know if they genuine, because you don't even know if they really listening. But with these parties, it was like, yo, that record, when you said this, and this, and man, just all the people that came out on top of that was just priceless. You can't pay for that.
So people come to the listening. Is it invite only? Is it fans? How did this work?
Whatever city we in, we just promote it on our Instagrams and people come out, you know. And we don't even do a whole lot of promotion, but the venues fill up, so we do them like a day ahead. Promote like a day ahead, and the next day they come out and listen to the music.
And what type of venues did you do this at?
Shoe stores, restaurants, what else? Clothing stores, all different things, yeah.
So, and how long was
Lounges.
How long did an event last for? An hour, 2 hours, 3 hours?
About an hour and a half.
So people could come at any given time and listen to the music at any given time, or is everybody there at the same time listening to the same song all at once? How does that work?
Everybody's there listening to the same song all at once. So there's this device or transmitter that transmits the sound from to all the headphones, and everybody can listen to everything at the same time.
I see.
Yeah.
So when you're seeing reactions to records, you're seeing everybody in unison reacting to that.
Everybody in unison reacting because they hear everything at the same time. Exactly.
What was the best comment you heard?
The best
out of all the silent listening parties?
The best comment I heard. Oh yeah, my man just reminded me when we was Raleigh or Charlotte. It was a girl that was there, and I played some records and she started crying because a certain line or a certain song resonated with her. So she was talking to me and she started crying. Yeah. That was like the first time a fan ever teared up, yeah.
What's the strangest comment you received, you know, after doing all these listening parties?
It's whack. Nah, I never got that. But,
people constructively criticizing you at any of these functions?
I had one person that come up to me and was just like, I would have did this, I would have switched this song out for this one or put it before, but it wasn't like, this song was bad, you could have left it off. He was just saying, in sequence in the album, he would have put a certain song before, and I think it was man, what song was it? Luxury Vintage Rap. He said he would have put it early on in the project because of so many lines I was saying. I think he said after all of you, he would have put it after that, coming on off like the smoothest sounding record, and just coming back in with Luxury Vintage Rap. But he thought the project was amazing. Yeah.
So how many, in total, how many did you do?
How many we do? Like 12 cities.
12
like
cities?
Philly, New York. We did it in the middle of Brooklyn, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Raleigh, L.A., Temple University, A&T, North Carolina A&T.
About a 2-week span, 3-week span of doing all
About
this?
a 3-week span, yeah.
So the music and the sequence was already done and complete. Was there going to be any changing based on what you heard from these comments, or it was what it was?
Absolutely. I just felt like if enough people said one thing, but that was like the only thing, but if enough people said one thing, then I probably would have, you know,
made an adjustment?
Considered making an adjustment.
I see.
Yeah.
But after all those listening parties, you kept the track list, the sequence,
the same way
how
it
was?
was. Only thing that was different is it wasn't mixed or mastered, but
okay.
That was the only difference, the only change.
I
But
see.
nobody really had a lot of crazy comments.
Worth it?
It was just all great comments.
Was it worth it, the silent? I've never heard of silent listening party.
It was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it. Just even if like nobody liked the album, but for me, like I'm from South Carolina and I used to dream of doing this all the time, every day. So if I'm all the way on the left side of the world, and you know, a place like LA that I recently, you know, just started going to, and I could fill up a store from people that just listen to my music, man. You can't pay for that. Like if I would be a fool to complain about that, like nobody liked it, but just people showing up, and that was like one of the best cities that we did. That was like top 2 city that we did. So, you know, that was special for me. I never forget it. If nothing ever went my way again, I would never forget that.
Did you ever have a city that you were in that you had too many people and not enough headphones or listening stations?
Yes, absolutely. LA was one of them. Atlanta was another one.
So how does that work? You got extra people just chilling, waiting to hear it, but they can't hear it. There's not enough. What do you do?
Man, I had a crazy idea, like based on time, for the people that couldn't listen, we're gonna stay and play this music again. But no, some people were just taking off their headphones. Like people from my team was taking their headphones off, giving them to people. But it worked out. It worked out how it was supposed to.
What do you think the best city or the best reaction or best overall silent listening party was at?
Man, you wanna know, in all honesty, and I ain't even being politically correct, I loved all of them. I appreciate everybody that come out, whether it's 1 or 100. You know, I appreciate everybody that came up and showed out and showed up and came out and supported the music, man. I can't, you know, I'm just here. Like if I can get one person to say, yo, this song changed my life, or this album is dope, you know, I would want 100 million people at everything that I do, but for me, like, I loved all the cities.